Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we dive into a heated debate. Has Mikel Arteta had enough time at Arsenal? It's his 5th season in charge, but is he the right man to lead the Gunners forward? Let's break it down. Make sure you watch to the end and drop your thoughts in the comments below. The trophy drought. Mikel Arteta has been at Arsenal for 5 seasons now, and guess what? No Premier League or Champions League. Sure, he won the FA Cup back in 2020, but since then it's been nothing but close calls. 3 consecutive second place finishes might sound decent, but it's almost good enough for a club of Arsenal's stature. Arsenal is one of the biggest clubs in England. 5 years with only one major trophy after having financial backing. That's unacceptable. When you look at managers like Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho, they delivered silverware within a few seasons. Even Jurgen Klopp, who took a while to build his Liverpool side, won the Champions League in his 4th season. Arteta has had enough time, which could suggest he's simply not the man to take Arsenal over the line. But, to be fair, Arsenal have improved dramatically under Arteta. He's turned them from Europa League hopefuls into consistent title contenders. Isn't it progress? And isn't progress worth something? We have to acknowledge the stability he has brought back to the club after years of decline. Shouldn't a manager be judged on overall improvement, not just silverware? Arsenal's style of play. Now, let's talk about Arteta's tactics. Arsenal's football has been labelled boring and predictable. It's all about playing through wide areas, but guess what? Teams have figured it out. There's no plan B. Against low blocks, Arsenal struggle, and in big matches they often fall short. But is this a flaw in Arteta's philosophy, or is he simply missing the final piece of the puzzle? This final piece could be a true world-class striker to finish the chances Arsenal create. With a world-class number 9, Arsenal won't have to be so dependent on playing the ball wide and side to side. They could approach games in a different way, which will make them a much stronger and unpredictable side. Luckily for Arsenal, many believe that this summer, Arsenal will finally get their hands on the number 9 they need. A clinical striker could transform Arsenal's attack overnight. This raises the question, should Arteta get one last season with a proper goal-scoring striker before we judge him? Despite this, a manager needs to be adaptable. Look at Pep Guardiola. He evolves every single season. He hasn't just continued the same philosophy. Arteta, on the other hand, he uses the same old, wide play tactics that opponents have figured out. If he can't change things up, how will Arsenal ever break past the top sides in not only the Premier League, but also the Champions League? One undeniable positive about Arteta is his ability to bring through young talent. Mars Lewis-Skelly and Ethan Ranieri are 2 shining stars who could define Arsenal's future. Arteta has helped these youngsters transition into the first team and gain valuable experience. Arteta is building something long term. He's integrated young talents into the first team and developed a strong core. Young players thrive in stable environments, and Arteta has created one at Arsenal. If he leaves now, will all that progress go to waste? But how long does long term really mean? Arsenal fans want results, not just potential. You can develop young players and still win trophies. Just ask Sir Alex Ferguson. If Arteta is a great talent developer, but not a trophy-winning manager, is he the right man to take Arsenal to the next level? The financial backing and next season. Arsenal's ownership has invested heavily in the squad over the last few years, bringing in players like Declan Rice, Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus. However, without a clinical striker, Arsenal attack still lacks the final edge. Reports suggest they will finally sign a world-class number 9 next season. So is it only fair to judge Arteta once he has the tools at his disposal? With a top-class striker coming in, this could be the season everything clicks. If Arsenal gave Arteta one more season with the right squad balance, he could finally deliver that long-awaited title. Changing managers now could undo all the progress made so far. However, investing in a squad is one thing, but making the most of it is another. Arsenal have spent big money already and Arteta hasn't delivered. Will one more season really make a difference? Or will we be sitting here a year from now having the same debate? So, the final question. Is it time to say goodbye to Arteta? Or does he deserve one last season? Especially with Arsenal likely to sign a top striker this summer. Does he deserve full trust? Or is his time simply up?